I like being a part of a mission. I like being a part of a team. I feel like that's what mission means to me most often.
My name is Alex Sanchez.
Jared DeLeo.
Michael Keeler.
JP Coolman.
Lawrence Peck.
Mark LaBelle.
Eric Stelzer.
My mission really is to fall more in love with Christ and be able
To have everything you do in life oriented towards that goal.
Especially as a seminarian, your sole mission is to bring Christ to others.
Be prepared for all of the craziness that comes with following Jesus. By doing it through our lives, doing it through the way we interact with people.
To be in a companionship and on a journey with Christ, seeking that end goal, which is happiness and joy.
I grew up Catholic. I never personally considered being a priest.
I went to college for a year with a couple of my friends. It was cool. It was all right. But there was something in me that was calling for something greater.
I was very lukewarm middle school and high school, and I got involved with campus ministry with Focus and with Catholic Gators.
When I first personally encountered Jesus through youth group, specifically through adoration, some of the relationships I built there.
So tell me, how's the seminary been? And I was like, uh-oh, sister's having a senior moment because I'm not in the seminary. I don't want to be in the seminary. And it was just sort of funny. And I'm like, oh, sister, you're talking to Lawrence. Don't forget who I am. And she turned to me and she's like, I know who you are. The problem is you don't know who you are.
I'm not thinking of being a priest, but I love God, and I know the church needs priests. So, if God asked me to be a priest, I will be open to that.
So I went to this youth group meeting, and it was a seminarian who was giving a talk. And I was just inspired by his own witness.
I studied and played basketball at Davidson College in North Carolina. I was about 2 weeks from starting medical school at Florida State. And growing deeper into prayer and spending more time with Christ, and especially in front of the Eucharist. I felt like God was calling me to discern the priesthood.
I was praying in Thanksgiving one day after Mass for receiving the Lord, body, blood, soul, and divinity. And this little thought came in my head, why don't you become a priest? And I said, what the heck is that?
God's been building and building me. What if he's calling me to be a priest?
The priesthood came up in prayer, and it kept coming up.
I would only have this one opportunity.
What I thought about seminary was completely different what I experienced, because there I built some of my closest friends, and I've gotten to know really great people, and it's also challenged me to grow.
It was basically like Catholic Gators, but multiplied by 100. A seminary without laughter is a seminary that's just totally bankrupt. You have to have laughter. So a lot of laughter, a lot of activity, a lot of fun. And it really is centered on building your relationship with Christ.
And just spending that time in silence and adoration is really where I got the confirmation time and time again that this is what I'm called to.
They that hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on eagle's wings. They will run and not grow weary, walk and not grow faint.
It's not going to be necessarily through big signs, but through a peace, through a comfort, and a joy.
As long as we are the sheep of the Good Shepherd, he will defend us from the wolves.
And each person's vocation is differently. No two flowers are alike.
Go to seminary and find out. Seminary is going to give you the time to pray, the time to learn, and the time to go experience.
The plan God has for us, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it may seem, is a plan that's going to bring us the most amount of happiness, and it'll bring him the greatest glory. It is our easiest way to say to it.
Be a witness of Christ's love to one another. Go find your calling. Go follow God's calling. Go be a saint.